Today I'm going to show you how to make pizza, including a homemade dough and a homemade sauce. For the dough you will need 300 grams of strong bread flour, a 7 gram sachet of fast action yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 200 millilitres of warm water, so it's water that you can put your hand in comfortably, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. To your flour add your salt and give it a good mix. Then add your yeast and mix again. So you don't want to add your salt and your yeast at the same time because salt can actually kill yeast. So you want to do it separately so then they don't sit on top of each other. Then add your warm water and your olive oil. And give it a really good stir. As your flour combines into your liquids, it should come together as a slightly sticky dough. Then you want to just turn this out onto a floured work surface and knead it for about 10 to 15 minutes. So to knead dough, you want to use the bottom of the palm of your hand and you want to just push it in, pick up the dough off the work surface, turn it around and then push back in with the bottom of the palm of your hand. Taking that dough off the work surface is going to stop it just sticking to the work surface and becoming an unsightly mess. So yeah, just make sure you pick it up every time, turn it around and push it in with the palm of your hand. You can use a mixer with a dough attachment if you want. I like to show things how they're done by hand in case you don't have the equipment. Then to your bowl, just add a little bit of oil in the bottom, pop your dough back into your bowl, cover with a clean tea towel and pop to one side for 45 minutes to an hour just to leave the dough to rise. Then we're going to make the sauce. So for the sauce you will need 400 grams of chopped tomatoes, 1 teaspoon of oregano and half a teaspoon of garlic granules. To a saucepan over a low heat, add your chopped tomatoes, your oregano and your garlic granules. Give it a really good stir and cook on a low heat for 15 to 20 minutes until it has really thickened up. And now we're going to assemble our pizza. So for your toppings, you will need your tomato sauce that you've just made, and then a cheese for the top. I used 125 grams of mozzarella, but you can use cheddar or any other type of cheese that you want. And then whatever topping you want. So I use 70 grams of pepperoni, but it's basically put on top what you want, slices of pepper, slices of mushroom, olives, whatever you want on top of your pizza, just chuck on top. So to start assembling our pizza, you want to take your dough, give it a knock back, so you're just going to knock the air out of it, and then split the dough in half. This dough will make 2 pizzas, and your pizzas are going to be about an 8 or a 9-inch pizza. So before we start our pizza, you want to preheat your oven now. You want to preheat your oven to gas mark 8, 240 degrees centigrade, or 120 fan assisted. And you want to preheat it now because you want the oven to be hot by the time you put your pizza in. Then take half your dough and put it on a pre-floured work surface. And then you want to stretch it out until it's about 9 inches wide. So I do that by rolling it out a bit and then kind of stretching it with my hands and then rolling it out and then stretching it. Then you want to put this on top of a pre-floured tray. This should help stop it sticking. Then top your pizza with half of your pizza sauce. And then I have cut up and then I'm slightly pulling it apart with the cheese to put on top. But again, it's whatever cheese you've got. And then top with your toppings. So like I said, I used pepperoni, but if you want to use any vegetables, any other sort of toppings, just pop those on top. And then bake in your preheated oven for 10 to 15 minutes until the edges are crispy. And there you have it. That's how you make pizza.